LR Super 17. Where do I even start with this unit? It's like he was meant to be a GT bosses leader, but the funny part about him is that he needs androids and target Goku characters attacking the same turn to get stronger. But the problem is that if we go ahead on over to GT bosses, it's like GT bosses, like bro, androids. We need androids and target Goku characters. And guess what? You're gonna get that off on androids, but you're not gonna really get that off for GT bosses. It's like not many of these characters are androids, obviously, besides Super 17 himself, and not many of these characters, or if any at all, are target Goku characters. Like let's take a look at target Goku for GT bosses. It's like just Super 17, right? Super 17 and then LR Super Baby 2. And then we scroll on down, if I'm not missing anybody, that would be all there is. Like, you got the Hellfighter 17 and the regular Android 17s, along with just Baby, then that's really it. It's just Baby and Super 17 that are in conjunction to target Goku. And then it's like androids, just androids, and the only android character that's on GT Bosses is 17 himself, along with Hellfighter 17. So the design was just so bad. It's like that with the fact that he doesn't gain defense on Super and he lowers defense above his 12 and 18 key super attack is just dumb. And he has this. Like, what? He has a 50% chance to gain 1 key up to 7. What? Why do you have a chance to gain key when you're getting hit? Isn't it better to have it when... What? This is probably the only character in this game that has a chance to get key when they take a hit. It just doesn't make sense. This unit's design is just terrible. What's going on, guys? It's your boy Dev back with another one of these Dokkan battle videos. Today we're talk about LR Super 17. It's just so... he's so just weird. The fact that he came out last year, but he has a design of like a 2020 summonable LR. Because, guys, he just... Sorry, we're going to get to that. We're going to get to that in a moment. So, LR Super 17 is a unit that came out May 20th of 2021 on both Global and JP. And to be honest, him coming out during the God event meta is just like, he should have came out during the Super Battle Royale meta. You know what? Just forget about all that. Push him back a year for that Extreme Super Battle Royale meta, and I think he would have did much more better for that specific meta, other than him being used inside the God event meta. Because, guys, the issue is that he's just pure defense and damage reduction when he gets hit, right? Because he gains 17% damage reduction, an additional 17% attack once he takes a hit for 3 turns, which is cool. It's like he does have damage reduction with the amount of defense he brings to the table, because he has over 15,000 defense rainbowed. That is a very high number for a rainbow unit back in 2021. So that's cool and jolly and dandy and all, right? Yes, but it's like this guy, even up against some of the toughest God event bosses, it's like he'll work, but at the same time, he'll still be able to get you killed when that damage reduction does wear off. This guy's a weird just unit, because one, he doesn't gain defense either his 12 and 8 key super attacks. 2, he doesn't work well with other GT bosses characters, and that doesn't make sense because he leads GT bosses anyways. Why would they create a unit where he wouldn't work well with the characters he's leading the category for? Because he works well with androids and target Goku characters, he's not going to work too well with GT bosses characters in conjunction to that, because he needs those bosses on rotation for him to get stronger, right? It's like, sure, you can make the point that yes, he has GT for GT bosses to share as a key link, along with like Nightmare as a attack link and some of these other links like Fear of Fate, Nightmare, GT, Fierce Battle, some of these typical links. That's cool and all, but listen, that's the main point is to, you want this to activate. And guess what? We go over to GT bosses, guys. The only androids slash target Goku category ally characters that are on GT bosses is just Super 17 himself, Hellfighter 17, Android 17, and Baby. Baby is on target Goku. Yes, right? Let's go ahead and just show that. Let's go right down. Yes, Baby is on target Goku, but he is obviously not on androids. And if we go over to some of the other androids, it's just like Android 17, Hellfighter 17, and Super 17. It's like I just like the design is just so bad. right? So how would he perform for the God event meta? He can do okay, provided he is inside that last slot, because it just wouldn't make sense to run him inside the first or second slot, because I hate to break it to you guys, but this guy's not taking a God event super attack. He's getting bodied all the way into next week, because he's just 17% damage reduction with like 300k plus defense. Sounds cool and all, but he will still get blown off the map, because guys, guess what? He doesn't gain defense on super. He just greatly lowers defense and lowers defense on his 12 key. It's like, what? He is 30% attack for one turn? Who cares? It just, I don't, this design is just so stupid. It's, why? Why? It's just like, he was designed to just be bad. He's like, this is a very, very wonky unit. I would say he would perform alright in the God event, but he can still get completely wiped off the map, like, just very, very easily. So, how would he perform inside today's meta, the red zone / 200% leader skill meta or cell max meta? I think that he would not work well at all, because A, he's not getting defense on super attack, and B, there is just overall better options to run him. It's like, cool, he's sitting at like 300k defense with 17% damage reduction after he gets hit, but guys, guess what? That's not enough. That's not enough. No, that's not enough. He's getting completely lambasted in today's meta. How many 200% leader skills is he on? So he is on... Is he on power absorption? He is. So he's on AGL cells 200% leader skill, yeah? Yeah, because of course AGL cells power absorption and androids. So he's on AGL cells 200% leader skill. He is on... He's not on Gamma 1 or Gamma 2's 200% leader skills, no, because he's not Worthy Rivals and he is not Accelerated Battle. So he's not on either of those category teams, right? I'm pretty sure that's what Gamma 1's is. I don't remember what Gamma 1's is, because the funny part is that I see the units like leader skill and I just forget. I want to double check to see. Yeah, he's not Accelerated Battle, he's not Worthy Rivals, so he's not on any of those 200% leader skills. Target Goku, no. Inhuman Deeds, no. Power Absorption, obviously AGL Cell. GT bosses, no. Battle of Fate. I mean, Battle of Fate. What? Battle of Fate 200% leader skill? No, he's not on the Battle of Fate 200% leader skills, because he's not on the Trunks of Vegeta 200% leader skill. And I believe he is not on this one team I can't think of, but I'm pretty sure he is not on that. Yeah, he's not on Fuse Fighters 200% leader skill, because he does not do the Kamehameha. So he is only on AGL Cell's 200% leader skill. I'm just gonna keep it 100 with you guys. AGL Cell has been a little off edge lately, to be honest. I like Cell, obviously. I mean, of course, I'm a Cell fan, but it's like, this is feeling a little worse as of late. Like his leader skill, like we definitely do need a bit more power for his leader skill. I know we just got LR Incel's Easy A, and we have LR AGL Gohan's Easy A, but you know, you're gonna run this guy with other extreme class characters anyways. So to take into the fact that we do have LR Incel's Easy A, that's cool. We did definitely get that really big buff, because LR Incel, I would argue, is a top 10 unit in game. I don't know why his page is not loading. It's taking a really long time to load, but you guys get the gist. Like, we did get this power up with LR Incel, but like, I've been feeling a little iffy about AGL Cell's team. I mean, I've been a little iffy, just a little bit. Now, going on back on over to Super 17, what is good about this guy? I'm just gonna be honest. I think the only good thing about this unit is his link set. That's it. It's like Fuse Fighter, Fear and Faith, Nightmare, GT, Fierce Battle, Legendary Power, Android. His link set is solid. That's it. Is it crazy? Is it crazy to say that? And maybe at the time, the fact that he had 300k defense plus with 17% damage reduction, that definitely mattered, right? I think that's the only two good things I could find about this guy, and he has a high defensive stats. Like, that's it. A solid link set with 300k defense and 17% damage reduction back in 2021 was definitely alright. That was definitely something good. I can't, you know, push that away. What is some of his best linking partners? Forgot to pull it up. Excuse me, guys. Going over to Super 17. Man, oh man, they shafted you like crazy. He has this Int Hellfighter 17. This is not a good enough linking partner. I mean, they are sharing 6 key, 30% defense, 45% attack, which is definitely nice. He definitely needs that extra defense, and he needs that key, because this guy can definitely struggle for key. But yes, this is definitely really nice. And the reason why I say he can struggle for key is because this is not consistent at all. We're going to get to that in a moment, though. So let me bring up this Hellfighter 17, right? Also, another thing about these Hellfighter 17s and these Android 17s is that they aren't on GT bosses. Why? Why? I, okay. Okay, because we go over here. Let's go over to GT bosses real quick. Why are they not on GT bosses? Who cares? Like, what? Goku? Okay. Okay. I literally do not understand. That is just the stupidest shit in the world. Alright, going back on over to Androids. Let me take a look at this Hellfighter 17. He is right over here. He does have an easy A, right? I'm pretty sure he does. Him and that AGL Android 17 right over here. The Trenchcoat 17. He does have an easy A. Okay, cool. What easy A mails is he easy A from? The Super 17 easy A mails. I mean, it makes a whole lot of sense. So he gains 30% attack, gives one turn with 30% chance to stun. So that's definitely solid for Super Battle Road if you run these two as a rotation. I'm telling you guys, this as a rotation, if they would have released him in 2020, this would have been a crazy rotation for Extreme Super Battle. I promise you guys. But the only problem is that where would you run them inside Extreme Super Battle? Alright, that's not the point. That's not the point. Going back on over to Asuna, I mean, 120% attack if start turn is cool. 120% defense performing super attack is definitely nice. Also, all allies 2 key and 25% attack and defense is definitely alright too, I guess. And he gains additional attack buff. It's like the biggest thing that he's bringing to him is the fact that he's giving him at link level 10, of course, 45% attack, 30% defense, and 6 key. Along with the fact that, I mean, he's giving him 2 key and 25% attack and defense. So that is really cool. But the problem is that this guy is trash today. So in terms of best linking partners, it's like, let's be realistic, right? You're not running him. It's like, let's go ahead and just talk meta content. We're not talking off meta, because we're talking off meta, then this guy is definitely a viable option. But we're talking meta. Realistically, it's like, are you really running him right next to Goku Black Zamasu? No. Are you running him right next to LR Fusion Zamasu? No. Are you running him right next to Fusion Android 13? Android 13? No! That is not going to happen. It's like, come on, guys. LR Super Saiyan 4 Goku. Because they share Fierce Battle GT and Legendary Power. Imagine I caught one of you guys running this rotation. Could you guys imagine? What? Don't do that. Don't do that. It's like you can run them on Battle of Fate, but guess what? That's not gonna happen, right? So, let's go ahead and talk about what is bad about this unit, because he clearly only has 2 good things about him. The fact that he had a solid defensive stat with Damage Reduction back in 2021, and I mean, his link set is quite good, I could say. Now, what's bad about this unit? The first thing I want to talk about what's bad about this unit is the fact that he has terrible super attack effects. 30% attack for 1 turn, lowers defense besides his 12 key, and he great lowers defense in his 18 keys. Like, what are these super attack effects? These are absolutely terrible. Another thing that's bad about him is the fact that he gets stronger with androids and target Goku category characters that attacking in the same turn, but he's a GT bosses leader. It's like you want to run him with like Omega, you want to run him with like all these different types of GT bosses, but the problem is that, hey, they aren't androids and they're not on target Goku, so why would they make him get stronger with androids and target Goku category characters when GT bosses doesn't really have much of those characters? It just like makes him just a regular old androids lead, and we already have a better androids lead, so why would we want to run more androids and target Goku characters on the team when the main point of this unit is to run GT bosses characters with him anyways? Why? It's like the design, it's like, okay, they're telling you to run this and that, but the problem is that this and that is not on that team. If that makes sense. It's like, what? It doesn't make sense at all. Because the only androids that are on GT bosses is Super 17 himself, and that's it, right? Because I overlooked it that Android 17 and Hellfighter 17 are not on GT bosses. So at the beginning of the video, I'm definitely gonna have to make a note of that to correct my mistake. Because why would they not put him on the stand? Like, what? I don't get it. It just doesn't make any sense. He is the only android slash target Goku character on the team besides Baby. Baby's a target Goku character. He's the only android slash target Goku character. I don't get it. It don't make sense. It just doesn't. And then it comes back to the fact that, okay, to solve the issue, like someone would probably say, okay, to solve the issue, just go ahead and run some androids and target Goku characters on the team. But no, why would you do that when you could just run a regular androids team? It doesn't make sense. It doesn't. It doesn't. No, that does not fix the issue, because if you was to do that, just run an android's leader by itself. That's it. Because 4 key 150% across the board is not a good leader skill. No. Back then it wasn't good, and today it's not good now. Why is this not 4 key and 107% across the board? I don't know, because GT bosses is literally a category I could fit in my 2 hands. A small ass category. Okay, so that's the second issue about him, is the fact that he's a GT bosses leader that does not work well with any of these other GT bosses category characters, because he gets stronger with androids and Target Goku category characters attacking the same turn. It's very stupid, moronic, it does not make sense. Another thing about him is the fact that he has a chance to gain key. Why do you have a 50% chance to gain 1 key up to 7 when you take a hit? Why are we putting an RNG restriction on key? This is one of the most important things to an LR, is getting their 18 key super attacks. This is why I say this guy can struggle for key, although he has a solid link set. It's like Fuse Fighter, Nightmare, Fear and Faith, GT, Fierce Battle. It's like he has an okay link set. It's like, but listen, what is this? Why is this not unrestricted? It's stupid. It's just stupid. And another thing is the fact that he has one of the worst active skill conditions in the game for such a good-looking active skill animation. It's like, where are you ever going to get this off at? Like, first thing first, he lowers the enemy's attack by, his attack and defense by 17% for 1 turn. Where in the hell are you going to get this? You're not getting in Dokkan Battlefield, you're not getting inside Super Battle Road or Chain Super Battle Road, you're not getting inside any sort of long events ever. This is completely just pointless, because he has to take 7 attacks. 7! Why? So to go down the long list of just trash, it's like his leader skill percentage is not high enough for a unit that leads a small category team. He doesn't even work well with these said units that are on this category team, because you want androids and Target Goku category characters on the GT bosses team / androids team anyways, but it's such a small percentage, so why would you ever want to do that? His super attack effects are just outright garbage, because he doesn't gain defense side of super attack effects, and he has a chance to gain key. A chance! Has a 50% chance to gain 1 key when you take a hit. That is a coin flip. You have to flip a coin when you take a hit and hope that he receives that key. It's like, why? Why? And he has one of, or if not some of the worst active skill conditions in the game. It's like 7. He has to get hit 7 times. And then this is completely pointless anyways, because it does no damage, because he's not stacking up no sort of attack. And who are you lowering their attack? Whose attack are you going to lower? No one's. Because for damn sure, this guy's not going to take 7 hits inside Battle Road. It's not happening. It's just completely unrealistic, because by the time you can use his active skill, the enemies are dead. This guy is a revolving door of just mistakes. Just not even a revolving door. It's an escalator going up, a constant just shift going up of mistakes, because he's only on one 200% leader skill, that being the AGL Cell 200% leader skill, but you are not running him on there ever. Way better options. So this guy's just, he's terrible. He's trash. He's an escalator of just nonsense. He's an escalator going up to the 5th floor of just trash. Like, it's like, yeah, it don't make no sense. It just completely does not make sense with this guy's design in any way, shape, or form. It's like, he does have 17% damage reduction, but it's restricted for 3 turns, but why is just not unrestricted in general? Why? What if he built up damage reduction? Like, what if he started out with 17% damage reduction and built up another 17% damage reduction on top of that? Like, why not? And what if this key mechanic was unrestricted? Why not? What if this was GT Boss's characters that he gets strong with on the team and he was a support type unit? Why not? Who cares about this additional 17% attack and defense with Target Goku category characters on the team? Just make this a support type buff. It's like, do you know how easy it is to fix this guy's kit? It's easy. It's so easy. It's sad at the same time, because I would argue that this unit is just a completely dead unit. Just completely dead. There's no just sensical, logical way you would ever want to use this unit. But I think that's everybody. I appreciate you guys for watching. You guys are the best. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.